trying to do better. I got shit on last time. I don't know what happened.
Welcome everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today staked their claim in
yeah, I had to clean up the house. I've been productive today. I got up kind of early. Proud of myself. Usually,
use it as a springboard to get into the top 25. As we'll see a squad from the SEC.
Damn, really?
Taking on a fellow SEC. The Oklahoma.
You need to invite me over one weekend. We'll hang out. I always end up forgetting. You gotta call me.
And guys can't wait to get this one started.
Yeah, let's do that. On Sunday. Alright, that sounds good. I'll get the beer. What kind you drink? Yeah, I'm the same way. I'll grab something. I bet I got some Blue Moons, man. Them things are good. Yeah, it's actually pretty good though.
He'll bring it out. It's Simmons.
Oh, that's good, man. I like it. I'm gonna mute myself for a second and hit my vape. Bet.
Looking for a productive play on first down.
Gonna rip my vape real quick.
To throw, it's Thorne. And wings it incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense and coverage forcing the incomplete.
After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Dances away again. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when you're at because they make short throws turn into long games. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally.
Stopped it, though.
Thrown it to their running back for the defense. They were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
On second down, he'll let it fly.
Catch it.
And
oh my gosh. Perfect.
Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that.
He should have had that. I mean,
he was looking for his tight end wide open on the play.
Gotta catch that one.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum.
No.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free and fourth down is coming up. Auburn sends out the punting unit.
That was pretty crazy.
Getting our first look of the afternoon at the
I mean, a lot of them balls should have been caught, but it's in the past.
And the
whatever.
will hit the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20.
Oh, yeah.
On first down, here comes this offense. Back to pass, it's Arnold. On target to the left. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is.
Yeah, I played some Gran Turismo earlier.
To death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15.
Nice.
He's looking
we need to play some basketball like we used to.
Damn it. He's got it. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. This tight end just creates.
Yeah, not no like high intensity.
How you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him too? So as a quarterback, you don't.
Bro's retired. You gotta come out of retirement.
You just gotta get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
They have it at the 43. trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get it.
Yeah, I'll hit the fucking ground.
If you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sharp. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities.
What the fuck? I didn't even see that guy.
He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the 1st down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on.
Oh, you threw it to a lineman for a second.
He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The give out of the gun. And the Sooners brought to the ground, but not before picking up the 1st. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
To the air. It's Arnold. He makes the connection.
What the fuck?
He was smelling that end zone, but they get it.
That was fucking weird.
The big pass play.
Big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw
That should have been a tackle.
is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Makes the catch. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He'll run it to the right
Oh, man.
to get it into the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simmons. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
That sucks.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Jesus. I don't know. Think about going for it. I'm just going to punt it.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
I wouldn't do you like that.
It's Bowen.
Oh.
He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense.
Playing good defense, man. Just, linebackers and shit. Covering the receivers.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work.
Well, I mean,
that last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
I was gonna say, yeah, he's slowing him down pretty damn
just
good.
Giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Well, you're making a positive out of
Think about playing something, I don't know, DayZ or something here in a minute. I haven't played that in quite a while.
Instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make.
I was looking at Monster Hunter Wilds, but I can't see myself paying $70 for something I won't play that much. You know what I mean? I heard.
And the quick shuffle pass.
In football, you hear the term.
I don't know.
But don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of getting screwed by the refs here.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Looking for a man. It's Arnold. Looking left. He makes a catch. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Sooners look to do some damage in the red zone. In the red area, it's Barnes. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They'll try to get it in with the run.
How enough?
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Yeah, the whole country is waiting on that. I don't know why they're not giving us any information about it. It's kind of stupid at this point.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch.
I'm tired of waiting for it. I really don't even care. If it comes out, it comes out. Whatever. I don't know why they want to wait 20 fucking years to release one. That don't make no sense.
This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling
I swear,
the
man.
to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude,
looking deep down the right side.
Ugh.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To the air, it's Thorne. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Caught
there you go.
The middle. It's Coleman. And he surges up to the 36.
Yeah, the one with the most contact.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second
I don't even know what to
so
say.
they need points. They need to go tempo.
Lucky.
Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
And he's fast. That guy's quick.
And when you run the counter play, you
Yeah, I would go
press
there.
that thing inside. You want to fake one direction, pull a guy, kick him out. But you can tell, great job by the defense making that thing blow. Go a little bit outside now. Guess what? All the Cowboys coming. Everybody can run to the football.
Enjoying the stream? Don't forget to follow. It's free and helps support the channel. Slightly smiling face like blue heart.
Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Coleman. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive.
Finally got a drive going.
On these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Hate to jinx myself, but
6-yard pickup on first.
Enjoying the stream? Don't forget to follow. It's free and helps support the channel. Slightly smiling face like blue heart.
there we go.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
Finally.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. If you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. They keep attacking through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Thompson. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Uncorks one. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Good thing the other guy was there.
Starting to put a drive together, and after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. They're bringing heat.
There we go.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Will not get there.
There we go.
4th down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in
5-yard
position
punt there
to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. At the 35, he's open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
He is pretty good.
Time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything.
No, throw it.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Got to throw it, man. Shit.
This offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Yeah. Shit.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. Dropping back, it's Thorne.
No.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was
crazy.
a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lobs one high down the left side.
Get it, yeah.
And he makes the catch inside the 15. And he's brought down
Landon
after
Smith.
a huge
There we go.
completion. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it.
No. I did not mean to do that. Oh.
Play there forces
Pressed the wrong button. I spazzed out in real life. I was pressing like 3 buttons at the same time.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That's crazy.
And the Tigers want to move quickly. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Strong running there, going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. Here comes the hurry up. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He caught it. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
There we
The
go.
offense calls timeout, and they won't have
Thank
any
God.
more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback sneaks ahead. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Thank God.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the
Sharp-footed Hunter.
Didn't panic. They got down.
Lambert
They
Smith.
answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
I threw that at the perfect time. I knew it too. As soon as he was going to run by that other guy.
And the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return.
Basically thread the needle on a few of those.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
It's been a good game. I'm having to fight for my life here.
Only 7 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's see how they play it here on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got a man. It's Thompson. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air, it's Arnold. Looking to buy time. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half.
Funny.
So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming.
He got hit.
The Tigers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, kind of make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse.
There we go.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley. Probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've had great quarterbacks, but if you don't have guys outside, they're going to make plays. Obviously, it makes it hard to move the football. These guys, they make it easy.
Got it in the middle. It's sharp.
Damn, how did he
And the
fucking
defense
catch
had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Back to throw. It's Arnold. Feeling some heat.
There we go.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes.
Yeah.
To the 41.
Oftentimes with play action,
My guy was playing the air guitar.
hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
No.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played
And it's
great,
good.
and the play went nowhere.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Get rid of it. Oh my God.
And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot
Fucking
hand.
A,
Now this
dude.
offense, Palmer has a chance to take
Gotta get rid of that
You
one.
can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They'll tell you that somebody
Oh my God.
was going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the return, it's Bowen. He's got great speed. What a return. They found a little running room and put his team in great position.
Jesus, man. Basically a 10-yard punt.
To go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory.
Nobody was
And
downfield. What the
honestly, it
fuck
wouldn't have mattered
happened?
if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs out in scoring position.
Back to throw, it's Arnold. Fires to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room.
Fumble. Let's go.
Slipped out.
Let's fucking go.
Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I knew it. I was trying to strip it. The only reason he ran me over like that is because I was going for the ball.
Turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games. That is a bad play at a bad time.
Got his man quickly. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space.
It finally works.
Sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays.
That was crazy.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue.
Let's fucking go.
He's running in the open.
Yeah.
Auburn. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea. And when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer, take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Oh, interception. Come on.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Burks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Burks.
That was my bad. I moved him. I shouldn't even touch him. He hiked it too fast.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
Yeah, he hiked the ball. I wasn't ready.
I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great.
You got that? Oh, man.
Exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Really nice timing on that play. Receiver
That's crazy.
working against zone coverage on the perimeter is able to settle down, fight back to the football, and pick up the first.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Grabbed behind the line, it's Burks. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Arnold. Looking for space to the left. Open space at the 25.
Oh, come on.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things.
What? You got what?
And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
I don't know.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on
I haven't
football?
changed
That
anything.
offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
It's the same.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here
Has
they
what
are
on aggressive?
1st and 10. Coming after it.
Oh.
They'll run the screen.
I didn't know you could do that.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see
I've just gotten good at timing it, where like diving at him and using the hit stick. I don't know.
But the screen game's a big part of it.
And plus, that was their quarterback. They tend to fumble more than anybody else.
Catch in the middle, it's sharp.
Oh!
He's there.
How is he alive?
But not before he sets up this
Look at this. Boom! He got hit both ways.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of
But
this
they're holding on to it, though.
If you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on ton. You can't stare down receivers.
Well, it's close, wasn't it? Well, that one didn't count. That went out of bounds.
You can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball.
Get his ass. There you go.
Quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
On second down, looking again to throw.
Give me that.
And it's picked off at the goal line.
Let's go.
And the
Good
offense
job.
makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Thank the Lord.
A lot of times, in great position, you see them never make the play, but not this time. Great job securing the interception.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Looking to throw, it's Thorne. Makes his connection. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late will be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
On the ground, it's Hunter. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, great balance. And right here,
I've seen that guy go flying. I was like, yeah, I'm going that side.
Another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this.
Blew up. I was way too close to that.
Got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt.
Go defense.
4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw
What the hell?
interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to
Man,
what I did
slippery
the
little
first part of that
rattlesnake.
drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Fires to the big fella.
Sir, get down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out.
They're one of my best tackles. See what I mean? I'm timing it right and diving at them at the right time. Yeah. But I'm going to take a look at that aggressive thing you were talking about.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which
Try
has
that.
been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Maybe. It might mess me up, though. I don't
He
know.
wants to throw. Setting up the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. He would love to have picked up the first down here, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
On the move, it's Barnes. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Wants to throw. It's Arnold. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
Damn it.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this. So be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Snagged in the middle. It's Burks. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field, and he just couldn't hook up on that one.
It's caught downfield. And he
I don't know.
into the open. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it
Fuck
up?
you.
I think you do with this time frame.
Motherfucker.
2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
I know you was. You don't have to swear it. You don't have to swear.
And try to take the lead.
Little son of a bitch.
unit on the field. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Unloads to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Got to give this defense
I can't believe your guy got there that fast. I threw it. Or I mean, I can't believe the ball was up in the air that long when I threw a bullet. That don't make sense to me. But okay. I tried to throw a bullet, you know what I mean?
Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long.
All the time.
Looking to throw, it's Thorne. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
Catch it, motherfucker.
And it slips through his fingers.
That's game.
Incomplete. That would have been a huge
Wait,
gain
no.
if he could have held on.
It's not. I'm not looking at the
The
scoreboard.
defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the stick.
Thank God.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, that 4th down and medium range is really,
Thank the Lord.
difficult. You want to play pass, you're expecting pass, but offensively, boom, you sneak it in there. That means you knew something. You saw something.
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the...
Fires deep toward the end zone.
That's game, my friend. Let's go.
And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
That was awesome.
And how about this?
Lambert Smith, him and Jarquez Hunter carried the whole game.
Great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game, and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their
Enjoying the
defense
stream?
to salt it away.
Don't forget to follow. It's free and helps support the channel. Slightly smiling face like blue heart.
Good return on that one before he's brought down. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Dropping back, it's Arnold. Pressure coming. Quarterback extends the play. Fires
Give me that.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off.
Let's go.
Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
That was awesome. Like that meme I seen of Stewie.
That's good. Quarterback ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
Lets it fly. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, that's game, man. Good game. That was awesome.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very...
3 confirmed dead from tornadoes in Alabama. Jesus. Man. Alright, man. I'll see you. GG's.